I'm Valerie Watson, CEO of the Niles Home for Children. The Niles Home for Children is celebrating its 129th year. And for 129 years, we have been a safe haven for children who have been removed from their homes due to sexual and physical abuse, abandonment, and neglect. We also have a day treatment program that provides integrated academic and mental health services for children who have emotional and mental health challenges to the extent that it makes it difficult for them to be successful in the traditional school setting. We're here tonight and very excited to be one of the finalists for the 2012 KC Impact grant finalists. The joy of music. Niles Home for Children, we take the home in Niles Home very seriously, but we also have to remember that we are working with children, and children deserve a home environment. And so not only are we providing custodial care and mental health services, but we try to make an environment that you would appreciate if your children were at Niles Home for Children. And we all know that music has healing properties. Our children have to express themselves. They've been through trauma, and sometimes it's difficult for them to share their experiences. And we know that anything that helps them to express themselves helps them to share their story. We've been very successful in our art program, and our vision is to provide a music program that this whole city will be proud of. And we've started that process. In the beginning, we probably had the worst room in our complex. No windows, small, and just being used for storage. Our board chair, Leah Dawson, she just got married, so I have to remember that last name, is always spreading the good news about the good work that Niles does. And through her networking, a project called Project Change became familiar with us in the form of Bell Knott and Associates Architects. Bell Knott participated in Project Change and chose us for their partner. And so they came to Niles and asked us what was on our wish list. And on our wish list was to turn the room that you saw into a music room. Darren is to your far right, and he is the architect and designer. And then Erin is in the middle. She is the administrative assistant and the project coordinator. So we met with Bell Knott, and they decided that we were a worthy project. We agreed on a design, and they told us, good, but we're going to start the project, and we're not going to let you see the room until we're done. And so we planned this great unveiling, and one of the things that we did was we plastered the door with paper and allowed the kids to just break through the door. And when they broke through the door, we had a short program that included a violinist. And after her performance, we asked the kids, who would like to play the violin? And we were so shocked that the boys were more excited about the violin than the girls. And this just shows you, I think, that if given the opportunity, our children can excel at lots of things, and I think music is one of those things. Right now we use the room for choral music, and so we have a pianist who comes in, and she sometimes brings a violinist, and she is actually a member of the Kansas City Symphony and does the choral music with our kids. We do spoken word, and we use the room for spoken word. Our vision really is to have a string instrument quartet, and to just give the children an opportunity to not only explore strings, but also keyboarding, drums, and the other instruments that they have expressed an interest in. We do know that music has a healing property, but even more important than that is just giving our children an opportunity to have normalcy in their lives. Many of us probably grew up playing instruments. Some of us loved practice, some of us hated it, and we want to give our kids that same opportunity. We certainly thanked our partners, and as you can see, the kids were really excited. Their project was Dream Builders, and they actually won second place among all of the companies who participated in Project Change. I personally think they were robbed, but and you know what's really important, you know, we can give children all of the mental health services that we have at our disposal, but really at the end of the day, we want happy kids. And these children, really, happiness for them is an uphill battle. I think I'm missing a slide. I actually had a little boy, I don't know what happened to that slide, Lasan, who is just so excited about the opportunity to play the violin. And I thought he was really sad when he didn't get a chance to play. When the core music teacher comes in, he always thinks she is about to teach him how to play the keyboard. So we have a lot of excitement. When I was actually finishing up some projects before coming here, and one of our residential kids ran up to me and said, "Miss Watson, when's he coming?" And what they're doing is they're actually waiting on our music teacher, who is going to start in the next couple of weeks. We're going to start teaching our children to read music and rhythm. We don't necessarily have to have the instruments to start that, but they are very, very excited. And so why instruments? Why come to Impact KC for instruments? Because really, we all know that music soothes the soul. And our children really deserve this. Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us exactly what the money would go towards? I know you said instruments in general, but can you tell us more about that?
Very, very specifically, we will be purchasing violins, in cases and bowls, cleaning kits, keyboards, drums, and all of the accessories that go with them. And if we are successful, we're also going to use this grant to go toward a matching grant with, Quality Stream Instruments. It's another grant that we've applied for. More questions? Yes, sir.
Is there a way you track the kids moving forward?
To some extent. We have two programs. The kids in our residential program are there between 9 months. The longest period is normally 2 years. For them, we don't have a tracking system because once they are removed from our facility, the state really won't allow us to track them. We do get a lot of kids who return to us just to let us know how they're doing. From the school perspective, we ask that we have those children for 2 years, and we can always get updates on them. Yes, sir.
How many children live in Niles house?
We have 33 beds, and our capacity in the school is 40.